What's up? What's up? What's up, traders? Alrighty, here's a recap of today's trades. It is January 23rd, 2019. I only took two trades. There were two trades, two winners, um, for a total of $42 in gross profit. After commissions, net profit was $18.50, $18.49. Um, I'll just make a quick statement on this. That's why you have to account for your commissions when you are trading, because those things are actually, it's a couple things against you in the market. You got shorts. If you're going long, you got people going short. That's against you. If you're going short, you got people going long. That's against you. Then you have the commissions and fee structures. So if you see yesterday, um, I had, what was it, $8 in profit, but it ended up down $40. Now today I'm up $42, close to that same amount yesterday, $40. But the net profit is only 18, because obviously you have to take out the commissions and fees, and that was about $25 or so. So you definitely want to, anytime you make trades, you definitely want to account for that. You have to account for the commissions. If you really want to make profit, you kind of gotta make a good profit. You want to make at least $50, $100 a trade, um, and that's with one round trip, in order to make a decent profit. I'm stopping today. I know $42. It's okay, but it's not the best. And then after commissions, 18, basically just $20. But today was the market environment was pretty slow, so I take that into consideration when I'm asking myself, do I want to continue, or do I want to go ahead and stop it right here? So being that the market is a bit slow today, not much activity outside of BOXL. That's the main one everybody's watching. There really wasn't much, so therefore I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. I stopped actually at like 10 before 10:30. So just an hour of trading. But anyway, yeah, I made two trades, two winners. Um, Both, all of them were 300 shares. Keep in mind now, it's all about share size. If you want to understand how much you'll make, because now if I with these same trades, if I had 1,000 shares, I would have been over $100. It would have been over $100. So it all depends on what you use. Right now, I'm just keeping it cautious as I'm down near the $500 mark. So until you get a little breathing room, then you can open things up. When you're down, you know, near your restriction levels, whether that's down near 25,000, or in my case, $500 is the minimum you can have if you want to use margin. When you're down near these levels, you got to be cautious. You can't go in, using 100% of your buying power. Buying a $3 stock like BOXL for over like 1,000, 1,200 shares. You can do that, and you could very well be right, and you can actually, profit and get yourself up $200, $300, with 20, 30 cent gain. Um, but then what happens if it goes the other way? Now 10 cent is $100. If you got in 1,000 shares of any stock, and it moved against you 10 cent. I'm just gonna make BOXL as an example. If you got in at this 342 and it goes down to 332, that's $100 you're down. So now all of a sudden, if you started with 500, you're down to $400. Or if you're at what I was at 601, you'll be down to the very minimum. And then after commissions, you'll be under that. So it's all about your risk. When you're trading, you have to account for the risk before you account for the reward. Let me repeat that. That is what I'm saying right now is gold, and it took a long time for me to figure this out. When you are entering a trade, any trade, you have to account for your risk level. Where is your stop before you look for your profit target? I mean, I can't reiterate that enough, but that is something very important. because you have to know how much you're gonna lose, potentially, before you know how much you're gonna gain. I know that's backwards. I know most of us get in the market, we're like, oh, I just want to make some money. That's why we all mainly first come. I don't care. Anybody could say all kind of BS about, oh, I just have a passion for the market. BS. We all come here to make money. I mean, it's no other. Just keep it plain and simple. Now, once you get into it a little bit, now as you can see, I'm just gonna go to this quickly. See, it did go down just like I said it would. That we called this out just now at 341. Now look at it. You would have been down 10 cents. But anyway, once you start to get into it, now once I do start to enjoy I do like the joy of the challenge of just trying to figure out the market. I think a lot of us have that same joy. It's just the excitement of just trying to figure it out, especially when at the beginning you don't know it. You just have an excitement of just trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And that's the joy I get out of it now. It's not even the money. And um, if you look at my account settings here, I do not, and this is another thing. I'm not gonna give you guys too many tidbits in one video. It's a lot. But if you look, that lets you know. If you listen to each one of my videos, you never know what you're gonna get. But anyway, you will realize I do not have the unrealized window here. That means that's the window that shows, when you're in a trade. Like if I was actively in a trade right now, that would show, how much profit I'm making or how much loss I mean, how down I am money wise. I had to take that out because told myself, if I want to just focus honestly on trading and not just money, then I shouldn't be looking at this. I used to do that all the time. I would catch myself getting in a trade, and as soon as I get in a trade, I'm not even looking at the chart anymore. I'm going straight up to the unrealized of seeing how much money I'm making or not making, and then I will close out my trade based on that. If I see it's up $100, I'll just close it out. Not even paying attention that it can go up an additional 50 cents and I could make another $500. I just see the 100 and I get out. So I took that away. So that makes it to where you are trading to honestly learn a strategy. You're trading a strategy because you're gonna be forced to really like just keep your eyes over here and not up here. So um, that's another tidbit there. But I'll keep that short and sweet. Anyway, I made two trades. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna get out of your way. I made a trade at, you can tell it was a slow morning. My first trade was at 9:46, and it was on a stock that really wasn't too hot anyway. But I saw opportunity. When you see opportunity, take it. All right, so I took it at 9:46. Let's get on the same page here, right here. Um, as I saw it bouncing off of the VWAP, and it was showing strength bouncing off of this VWAP area. Um, so I jumped in and I bought. I went long at $4.12, and I rolled it up. I actually tried to get out. I didn't try to get out at 429. I'll be telling a lie. I tried to get out at 427, as I saw it seeming to top out. I saw the top and tail candles. I saw the first one, and I kind of gave it a minute. Then you got the semi doji here. That's a candle of indecision, meaning if a stock is heading up and then you see this, you kind of want to pay very close attention to the next one or two or three candles. That could be on any time frame, 1 minute, 5 minute, daily, because this candle is a signification of indecision, because it went up, it went down, but it closed near the beginning, so it really doesn't know where it wants to go. So if that's usually when a stock is heading up, that's a bearish sign. Usually, doesn't always mean that. And then when it's going down, that can, especially if you see multiple dojis, it can be a sign that it's gonna start heading up. But anyway, I noticed that. I saw the top and tail, then I saw the indecision. So I said, let me get out here on this next candle. It did get up to 429. I put a order out for 427, but it just dropped down a little faster than I was able to get it. So I just had to take what I can get. I got out at 420. So that was an 8 cent gain, $18 with 300 shares. Had I took 1,000 shares, that's $80. So it's all relative. That was 8 cents. If I took 1,000 shares, that would have been $80. But it's right now I'm just kind of being conservative. especially with the market environment as it is right now. Also, I took my last trade on USAT. I'm gonna get out of your way, guys. This time really moves when you're having fun. You know, when you're talking about stocks or talking about something you like, man, that time flies. It's 10 minutes already. So anyway, I took a trade on USAT. I went short. I saw it was overextended. That was the whole reason behind that. If you look here on the 5 minute, it was pretty extended, and not only that, yeah, I think it was, yeah. Which stock am I? No, that's the. I'm still on the other stock. That was the problem. Let's go ahead back here. It was fairly extended off of the. I took this trade at 10.10, and from when I saw it, yep, there it is. It was fully. It was. I remember that. It was very extended off of the EMAs on the 5 minute and on the 1 minute. As you can see, it's all of the space. That means it's, so you gotta understand. I'm not gonna even get into it right now. It's too much for this little time. But anyway, yeah, I took the trade based on that, and I wrote it down. I got out a little early because it was going very slow. And this is not a stock that moves fast. I just had to try to get any opportunity I could, but it was moving very slow. I mean, like, you see, I was in it for 7 minutes. I usually like to be in and out, but so I just went ahead and took it. It did eventually go down even further than that. It actually got down into the 30s, I think. Yep, got down to 35. But I was happy with what I took. So anyway, that's my trade for today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is a short day for me. I have some things to take care of after 10:30. So I'll try to. Hopefully, I can find a trade by the open. If not, I just won't be able to trade because I have some obligations at 11 o'clock. So I'll be leaving out about 10:30. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you like what you're seeing, if you want to keep up with my progress, or just interested in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If you already subscribed, like it, please. Hit that thumbs up, man. Show some love. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.